I received a game key from Valkyrie Initiative for MiceGard for review purposes. MiceGard, developed by Game Dynasty and Avatory, published by Game Dynasty, and initially released on January 15, 2024, made its way to consoles on November 28, 2024 thanks to Valkyrie Initiative. It's a short-form adventure game that blends whimsy and war in a visually distinct Norse fantasy world. It offers a compact, heartfelt experience that charms with style and surprises with story, though not without a few stumbles along the way. MiceGard is a strategy-infused action-adventure, placing players in control of a brave band of mouse warriors locked in a quiet, bitter war against frogs. The tone is endearing but never saccharine, with hand-drawn visuals that oscillate between muted and vibrant, producing a palette that feels simultaneously subdued and alive. This balance gives MiceGard a visual identity that's difficult to place alongside any contemporary title, and it quickly becomes one of the game's standout qualities. Gameplay revolves around the use of formation-based mechanics, which add a thoughtful layer of strategy. 3 core formations offer distinct advantages. Attack formation increases speed and allows autonomous resource gathering mid-combat. Guard formation rallies your team defensively and enables outward strikes and guard breaks. Triangle formation enables ranged attacks at the cost of mobility. Each setup encourages different rhythms of play, and the ability to shift dynamically between them introduces moments of tactile satisfaction. There are occasional set-piece shifts, like catapults and boat sequences, that provide welcome breaks from the formula, though the moment-to-moment gameplay can grow repetitive in longer sessions due to its slow pace and punishing restart on death structure. Resource collection, primarily through gathering rocks to rebuild your village, plays a central role in progression. The upgrade system is straightforward and largely front-loaded. With moderate exploration and engagement, players will unlock most village upgrades well before the game's midpoint. While this undermines any tension around resource management or decision-making, it contributes to the breezy pace of a game that never overstays its welcome. Narratively, MiceGard punches above its weight. What initially seems like a lighthearted romp evolves into a thematically rich tale dealing with trust, betrayal, leadership, and divine manipulation. The inclusion of Norse gods lends weight, though the mythological elements are less concerned with lore and more with atmosphere and allegory. Choices are present but rarely impactful in gameplay terms, though they gesture toward a broader world and possibly future stories. The story ends with a subtle setup for a potential sequel, leaving more questions than answers in a satisfying way. The central character, Mycel, or Michelle, depending on the line of dialogue, is a surprisingly compelling figure, a strong-willed and emotionally driven leader whose arc gives the game its emotional foundation. Unfortunately, the presentation occasionally gets in its own way. Dialogue often suffers from awkward phrasing, inconsistent gender references, and formatting issues, which distract from otherwise strong narrative beats. These missteps, while not game-breaking, give the game a slightly unpolished feel, especially in contrast to its confident art direction and narrative ambition. MiceGard is not a deep or mechanically demanding title. It is a concise, visually expressive adventure grounded in personality and purpose. Despite its occasional lack of technical refinement and its sometimes underdeveloped mechanics, the game leaves an impression thanks to its earnest storytelling, striking visuals, and thematic boldness. For players looking for a one-evening journey into a beautifully odd world of myth, mice, and meaning, MiceGard is an experience worth having. I give MiceGard a 5 out of 10.